terrible news for anyone who drives for ride-hailing apps, especially Uber. If you're thinking about investing maybe in that electric car, installing solar panels to charge your car at home, hold on, watch this video first. Don't make the investment yet. If you've just invested, there might still be a chance for you, so watch this video. But first, comment below, have you thought about switching? Are you thinking about it, or have you already made the switch? Leave a comment below, I want to know. Let's go straight to my computer screen. Basically, Uber has partnered with an artificial intelligence startup and also made another partnership with a self-driving car company. So let's see when this will arrive, how it will unfold, but it could mean the end of the ride-hailing driver profession. If you haven't had a heart attack yet, stick around until the end of this video. Let's go!
Lucid provides the gravity SUVs. You provide part of the technology package. Uber basically pays for everything. They invested $300 million in Lucid and several $100 million invested in you. What happens next? Yes, IntelEd. First, thank you for having me. It's good to see you. It's great to be here. You got it. Lucid is integrating Nuro's hardware component sensors and computing into their vehicles on the production line. These vehicles are then sent to Uber. Uber owns and operates these vehicles, and Nuro's driver software provides the driving capability for these vehicles on the Uber network. What does Uber get out of investing in you? Actually, let's be honest about this. For Lucid, of course, it's the $300 million. How much is Uber investing in you, and what do they get in return in terms of intellectual property or guaranteed access to something? I believe Uber is investing in Nuro in a standard equity stake. So I think they're very, very excited about this partnership and this program, and they want to make sure that all parties are deeply involved in the success of this program. So they want to make sure that they also have some ownership, frankly, some advantage in Nuro, given how deep the partnership will be as we work together to build this at the scale we're aiming for.
All right, let's go. Let's sum this up here. Basically, Uber already has the whole system set up, right? The way it works today. So what is it doing? It's partnering with an electric car company, because then you already have that issue of savings, renewable energy, and so on. And it's also investing in an artificial intelligence startup, which will then do what? It will manufacture the hardware, right? The boards to put in the electric cars. So it'll be an electric car with artificial intelligence to drive itself. So an autonomous electric car. All right. So who's going to operate? The drivers? Because drivers can't drive 24 hours a day. They even try, right? But they can't drive 24 hours. They complain. Let's put it that way. They stick around for a while, then find another job and quit, then lose motivation and quit. Then when the money runs out, they come back. No, there isn't. These are self-employed people, right? There's no career plan. It's not a company that's going to hire you. Besides that, there are also a lot of lawsuits from people who want to sue Uber, asking for employment ties, asking for compensation, and so on. There are strikes at Uber demanding an increase in the per kilometer rate. So all these issues led Uber to say, I don't need drivers, right? Drivers out, self-driving cars in, and on top of that, self-driving electric cars, which will also, reduce costs, right? So let's keep going. But honestly, it's a serious conversation. Like, yeah, it's going to take some time, right? We'll talk about dates here, but once that time comes, this profession will definitely just end, right?
How much are they investing? Well, we've worked that out, but it's several $100 million, yes. Why can't it just be a number like 100? Well, I think part of that is within our control and part of it is outside our control. I don't think we'd mind too much releasing a number. I think there are other cases where there's more sensitivity involved.
Look, Lucid is the company that provides the electric cars. And just look at this, man. It's really modern, really good looking. And check this out. This isn't the future. It's the present future because they're already testing it. Okay. In fact, Uber today has a partnership with Google's autonomous car. But now it's moving here because probably, Uber is an investor. He has a stake. And with Google, it's more of a partnership, let's say. So Lucid provides the car. Nuro supplies the artificial intelligence hardware. and Uber brings the whole system, the entire global infrastructure, right?
There's more sensitivity involved. Let's call Dara and ask. First, you have a very close relationship with NVIDIA. First, you're essentially building on top of what NVIDIA offers end to end. Just explain, why does it seem like that's kind of an advantage for you? And does this agreement also involve NVIDIA to some extent? Yes, absolutely. So part of what we believe sets Nuro apart is that we have a dramatically lower cost hardware suite of sensors and computing, which powers all the vehicles we build as autonomous vehicles. And NVIDIA plays a very important role in this because they provide us with the SoC that powers all the computing.
Wow, Nevada idea, for heaven's sake, right? Yeah, at some point it's gonna burst, right? But for now, it had a boom with games, then a boom with cryptocurrencies, and now, right, it's having a boom with artificial intelligence, isn't it?
Therefore, all the computing in this Robotaxi platform will be based on NVIDIA.
Thor, the SoC. That's right. And for us, for Nuro, this has drastically simplified our overall computing. Because before we had this system, we needed FPGAs to handle the raw sensor data. We had to have CPUs, we had to have GPUs, we had to have safety computers. We were basically able to condense all of that into the Thor SoC. So it's a simplification of complexity as well as a significant cost reduction. What's going to happen is that there will come a time, maybe in 2 years, 3 years, this project is actually set to start in 2026, okay? There are already cars being tested, and then the project will be launched in some cities around the world, officially launching in 2026. That's what's planned. We already made a video here about Tesla's Robotaxi from Elon Musk, which is already operating in some cities. Its competitor has already been operating for a few years. So like, oh, I'm with Uber, I'm going to switch. No, you switch and you also have another autonomous electric car. Then you switch again and you'll have another autonomous electric car. And I believe there will come a time when they won't even accept new registrations anymore. I think for a while there will be both human drivers and autonomous cars, especially because in some places people still need to be at the wheel. Even if they're not driving, they still need to be watching, right? But the moment it gets to where you don't need a human watching the wheel, I think even if you have an autonomous car, I don't know if Uber will care. Just sign up there. I think it's simply going to be 100%. They're going to control everything. They'll control the cars, they'll control the system, they'll control the hardware, the technology. So this company won't be able to sell the technology it's using with Uber to a competitor, right? That's why, obviously, they're going to have all sorts of protection intellectual property rights, you know? Anyway.
You have tested or observed the testing of a Lucid vehicle, but in a closed circuit to ensure the technology stack works. How is that progressing? From what I understand, the plan is for the Gravity to go into production at the end of 2026, and for 20,000 of them to be delivered to Uber over a period of 6 years. How do you get to public roads? Yes, so...
See, it starts in 2026, but by the end of 2026, they have 6 years to deliver 20,000 cars, right? I think that's what he said.
We do. As a company, Nuro has already been operating fully autonomous vehicles on public roads for more than 5 years. We have experience in what it takes to validate our technology and safely put it on the streets. With Lucid's platform, it's a new vehicle platform for us to work on. We managed to get the first prototype up and running in 7 weeks, which is unprecedented for us and we believe for the industry. It's moving very quickly. So is Lucid providing the sensor suite? The sensor suite is Nuro driver hardware. So it's a sensor suite that Nuro designed, although all of them are automotive grade. You can want ready-to-use detection. So Nuro basically provided the design model for this, and Lucid is going to integrate it.
I don't know if you've seen it, but there are some kits. I don't know if it's for all cars, but basically, I'll give a really simple example. You know, when you have like an electric bike that's made like it's manufactured to be electric from the start, and then there are those kits that turn a regular bike into an electric one, right? I've actually had two, right? One with an adaptable kit and the other was foldable. Anyway, there are cars that are born autonomous And there are cars where you install a kit with sensors and it becomes electric, right? And what he's talking about there is he has a kit of sensors that will be installed, turning a car that isn't autonomous into an autonomous one, but most likely later on they'll start building them from scratch because that way you can make use of a fleet you already have, right? And then later you manufacture the car to be genuinely autonomous from the very beginning, right? From the moment it's made.
For the prototype vehicles, where we're doing small-scale integration for the fleet of 20,000, this will be integrated directly on the production line. You were focused on deliveries, not on transporting people. Are you done with that now? About 2 years ago, we changed our market entry strategy. Before, we were building a vertically integrated delivery service with our own vehicles. Two things changed 2 years ago. The first is that the cost of capital increased drastically. Although we still like that business model today, it requires an enormous amount of capital. So it no longer made sense for us to take all of that on. The second thing that changed was that the technology we developed was so AI-based that we learned to drive like an experienced human driver. This way, we were able to expand beyond goods transportation to also transporting passengers. So about 2 years ago, we decided to stop transporting goods and to license the technology for a variety of applications. Dave, 10 seconds. Do you believe Lucid can manufacture on schedule? Oh, absolutely, yes.
But what a silly question, right? What a dumb question, huh? He's gonna answer that on a national show. Are you going to deliver on time? Oh, I don't think so, right? It's just like Elon Musk, isn't it? Elon Musk always sets a deadline, but he never meets it. He gets it done, but never on time. But comment below. What do you think? Do you think this profession will really come to an end, or will it transform in some way? Uber will have half human drivers, half autonomous, or maybe 70% autonomous and 30% human. Would you prefer, if you're not an Uber driver and you're watching this video, would you rather keep being driven by a human? Or are you fine with a machine? Maybe it's even more reliable because it doesn't get tired, so to speak. It doesn't have a bad day, so to speak. Leave a comment below because I want to know. And if you're an Uber driver, share your opinion about this. I'm going to leave a playlist here about artificial intelligence in cars, robots, and these different kinds of technologies, all right? I'll see you in that video. See you soon!